Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to do a ripped open face and then with the muscles of wherever you decide to have that rip showing. I'll put what you need in the description box, and it's pretty easy. So first, you're going to get your liquid latex. And put it in the area that you want to have ripped open. Okay, so like that. This is the area where I'm going to put it, and then you can get paper towels or toilet paper. I prefer to use a combination of both. And get some more of the liquid latex and then put it on top of the either toilet paper or paper towel or whatever you decide to use. And then what you want to do is you can either wait for it to dry a little bit or do it when it's still wet, and you just scrunch up the toilet paper to start making it look like it's protruding out. Give it some depth. I'm going to put one more layer on. You can put as many layers as you want, depending on how deep you want it to look. Okay, so like that. That's the general idea. And you can do, I'm just putting the tissue paper right here in this area, but you could do it like all around or bring it down onto your neck for a more graphic or detailed look, but this is just to show you the general idea. You can always change it up to whatever you want it to be. Okay. So once you got it to where you want it to look and the depth you want to get some red, actually you want to, I'm going to use this is a lip liner, a pink lip liner, and I'm going to use it to trace out the muscles in the face, and if you don't know where the muscles are, you can always just use an anatomy book or look it up online. So that's the general placement of the muscles. I mean, you can be as accurate or as anatomically correct as you want. Okay, and then next you're going to get a red paint or whatever you decide you want to color it. So I'm just using this red. And you want to start with the first, I'm going to start with this muscle set right here and just paint in all red on the inside. Like that. Okay. And next you want to get a finer type brush, something like this. Like that. And you want to find, you can either use a pink, or since I don't currently have any pink, you can also use a white. Like this. And you're going to start making the striations that are in the muscles, the individual muscle fibers. Kind of like that. You can also use a black or just a darker red or maroon color like this to provide some contrast. Like that. And then what you're going to want to do is to make it look more dimensional. You can use the same color, maroon or dark color that you were using for the contrast, and start making the lines in between to differentiate between the muscles. Like that here. Okay. So So you're going to want to repeat that whole entire process with every set of muscle that you have. So there you have all the muscles that you want done, and on like if there's any skin showing, you could either just coat it up with blood or red if you want. I actually have some fresh scab here from Ben Nye, and you can just add the fresh scab into those spots. Like that. You can add that anywhere you want, actually. It doesn't have to just be in like spots where skin is showing. There. And then with the skin part, you can add whatever you want, like bruising around it or just blood, cover in blood. I'm gonna put red on it and make it look fresh. But also add some black in there. To show more of the detail. So there's some blues in there I guess I went with, and went more of the bruise route instead of fresh. So that's the general idea of how to do this type of makeup. You can always add, I would usually go with more depth and add more layers, but it takes quite a while to get right, so the painting process is pretty easy and straightforward, and you don't have to always be anatomically correct. You can be creative with it if you want, and or you could just go with the anatomically correct route, which I kind of did, but also just added some things in there that might not actually be there. So I hope you learned a lot from this video, and it works out well for you, and you know, you can always do whatever you want with this. You don't have to follow the exact instructions that I gave, but it's just more of a guideline for you. Thank you for watching.